Black community on so many levels made such a huge impact on society from history, going from the beginning to now. And a lot of us don't know that. Social justice is definitely something I'm passionate about. You know, learning about it, not only do you learn how to articulate yourself in the right way, you get to do the research. You get to learn how to define the facts opposed to just going off of assumptions. We're driving past the Greensboro 4. I'm gonna go talk to Dr. Jelani Favors. She's gonna give me a little more insight of social injustices and the civil rights and everything to do with the history of the school. I'm really intrigued to learn about it, being an African Studies major. Dr. Favors, how are you, sir?
What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man.
It's great to see you, brother.
Welcome to Aggie Land.
Yes, sir. Aggie Pride team.
Aggie Pride, brother. Yep.
Great to see you.
All right.
Doctor, where do you feel like our students' minds are when it comes to social issues and social justice?
Well, it's the perfect laboratory for students who want to become engaged in those issues, and it always has been.
Going to A&T with our rich history of social justice, it's really influenced the way that I see the world. It has developed a social advocacy spirit within me. It's something that is ingrained in all Aggies.
Notable people come out of A&T on a consistent basis. We have the history behind Scott Hall during the Civil Rights Movement as well. The A&T Fours, 4 men who actually went to A&T who sparked the sit-in movement across the entire country.
The A&T 4 monument at the front of campus, it's something very heavy, but also very calming when I walk by it.
Here we are, we sit in the shadows of the February 1 statue commemorating the A&T 4.
Having somewhat of an education on sit-ins when you come through, middle school and high school and stuff like that, I didn't realize how impactful it was for me to know who these men were. For only 4 freshmen to do something like that at 18, 19 years old, yeah. I was nowhere near in that headspace to even, stick up for myself, let alone people who look like myself. Yeah. What does that mean to you?
I was really honored and fortunate to interview one of the A&T 4, Jabril Kazan. What he told me was, look, before there was Rosa Parks, before there was a Martin Luther King Jr., it was teachers in his segregated school system who told him that it was his responsibility to engage in social agency.
I run a nonprofit. It's called the Black Period Project. It is a youth-led nonprofit organization that is fighting against period poverty and for menstrual equity in Black communities across the Southeast United States. Period poverty is essentially the lack of access to menstrual hygiene resources or education, and it was something that I started my freshman year. I now have 15 menstrual hygiene closets at different Title I schools across the Southeast. It is just an issue that I don't feel like a lot of people understand. I love the work that I do.
That's what's different about HBCUs. They've always been spaces that have harnessed that energy to try to improve America, to try to bring us closer to inclusion, bring us closer to justice.
Everybody wants to make a huge impact. We're not realizing that sometimes it's the smallest impacts that start the snowball fights.
It only takes one, or in A&T's case, it only takes 4, right? To really kind of raise these questions and then act upon them. And I hope to see you in class sometime.
Oh, for sure. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man.
When you have alum like that set a standard like that so long ago, from there you can only go up. From there, you can only do more and fight for more and want for more for your people.
History of A&T makes me more than proud. It makes me feel empowered again. It makes me feel humble, and just knowing that if they can do it, I surely can.
I think our students now want to give their voice and be social activists and be in the community doing things.
When I speak on HBCUs and Black excellence and stuff like that, it's not that I'm knocking anybody else. I want to make sure that people who look like me understand that they are just as important as anybody else out here. It makes everybody better. When I started gaining that knowledge and consciousness, it made me even hungrier to go to an HBCU. It made me even more proud to be a part of an HBCU. When I talk to the people on staff, or the teachers, students, custodians, and all of this, and they see me around campus, it feels like home.